Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Houston Rockets play the Philadelphia Rockets. I'm just kidding. I thought it'd be funny to say that with how many former Houston Rockets the Philadelphia 76ers have. This will be the Rockets' 30th regular season game. They've lost 2 in a row at home, which they've been one of the best home teams this season. But a lot of former Houston Rockets are returning to H-Town tonight. Daniel House Jr., Kenyon Martin Jr., who's questionable, Robert Covington, Marcus Morris Sr., Nicholas Batum didn't play for the Rockets but was drafted by the Rockets. De'Anthony Melton was drafted by the Rockets, and Patrick Beverley played for the Rockets as well. 7 76ers who are former Rockets. It's going to be a former Rocket fest tonight. Good news for the Rockets. Good news and bad news. So let's go with the bad news first. Bad news, Jabari Smith Jr. and Dillon Brooks are both out in this game. They will not be playing. And Tari Eason is a game-time decision. I fully expect Tari Eason to play in this game. He's been a game-time decision for, almost every game for the Rockets. Almost every game. And usually, most of the time, he does play. So, let's hope Tari does play. No decision on that so far. It's 3 o'clock, and the game is at 7. Tip-off 7:10 Central Time on Space City Home Network at home for Toyota Center of Rockets. At 70 with playing the 76ers. But here's the good news. No Joel Embiid or Nicholas Batum for the 76ers. Also, former Rocket KJ Martin is a game-time decision for this ball game tonight, although I don't think he'd do much. As good as KJ Martin was for Houston, has not been that great for the Clippers or the 76ers this season. So no Embiid. The 76ers still have a good team without Embiid. You have Oubre Jr., Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, who's playing good basketball, De'Anthony Melton, and Patrick Beverley and Marcus Morris Sr., who are going to be the most effective tonight in this game for the 76ers. So this is not a guarantee win for the Rockets, and especially when they're missing Jabari Smith Jr. and Dillon Brooks, 2 guys who help out defensively and scoring the basketball and shooting from 3. And it will be even worse if Tari Eason is out in this game. Starting lineups, I don't even know what the starting lineup will be. I mean, for the 76ers, that's easy. Tyrese Maxey, De'Anthony Melton, Tobias Harris, Kelly Oubre Jr., and Paul Reed for the 76ers. For the Rockets, now, I think it will depend on Tari Eason. Now, I think this should be the starting lineup for the Rockets, but there's 2 different starting lineups that I think could happen tonight for the Rockets. Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Jae'Sean Tate, Tari Eason, and Alperen Sengun. Here's lineup option number 2. Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Jae'Sean Tate, Jeff Green, and Alperen Sengun. I think starting at the small forward/power forward, I think Tate's going to be in the starting lineup again, just like he was the other night when Brooks was out. But who is Jabari's replacement in the starting lineup? I think that will either be Tari Eason or Jeff Green. Or it wouldn't even surprise me if it's Aaron Holiday, who's been playing well. Maybe Udoka's okay with going a little bit small ball with Holiday, Jalen Green, and Fred VanVleet. It wouldn't surprise me if that's the lineup, and you see a lineup of Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Aaron Holiday, Jae'Sean Tate, and Alperen Sengun. The real reason is why we don't know what the starting lineup will be is because the Rockets haven't had this much injury problems this season. You know, this is only Dillon Brooks' second game missed this year. First game he missed was the other night. This is Jabari Smith Jr.'s first game missed this season. Fred VanVleet's only missed 1 game this year. Sengun and Jalen Green have not missed any games this year. So our starters have been healthy. They've been good so far this year. Now Jabari Smith Jr. and Dillon Brooks are having some problems. But besides that, the first 30 games, everything's been pretty good. Sengun and Jalen have not missed a game. Fred VanVleet's only missed 1, and Jabari's only missed 1 up until tonight. And Brooks, this will only be his second game missed. So this is why we really don't know what lineup could be for the Rockets, because they've never been down 2 starters in a game. They've only been down 1 starter in a game. So I think that's why it's kind of interesting. What I think happens tonight for the Rockets, do they get a win? They're going to have to play good defense because their defense in the last 5 games, if not more than 5 games, has not been great. There's been some good moments. The Mavericks and Pelicans wins. Those we played some pretty good defense there. Played some really good defense against the Pelicans, but there's been more struggles defensively than good games defensively. And I think tonight going against the 76ers, a good scoring team, even without Joel Embiid, I think with the Rockets being shorthanded, it's not a guaranteed win. But if Sengun can have a good night for the Rockets tonight, and I'm feeling a good night for Fred VanVleet. I don't know about Jalen Green. I think it definitely can. If he can come out and shoot the way he was doing, the way he was shooting the basketball on Wednesday against the Suns, then we have a great chance to win this game. Jalen can shoot the basketball the way he was, doing against Phoenix. If Sengun can play the basketball he's played in the last 3 games, and if VanVleet can step up his game, because his last 2 or 3 games he's been terrible, if VanVleet can step it up, Jalen can keep shooting the way he was on Wednesday, and Sengun can play the way he's played in the last 3 games, and the rest of the team can play good defensively, I believe the Rockets will get a win tonight in Houston against Philadelphia, and which would be a very lucky win with Houston Rockets playing the 76ers without Joel Embiid. But you have a tough matchup going up against Tobias Harris and Tyrese Maxey. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section as the Rockets will play their 30th game of the season tonight. And peace out. Go Rockets.